So you're thinking of moving to or near Moorestown, New Jersey? That's exactly what I'm going to cover in today's video. I'm going to show you a few different neighborhoods and a few different price ranges so you know what you get for your money. We're going to get started right now. If this is your first time to the channel and you want to know everything about living in South Jersey, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know every time we send out updated info about the market in South Jersey. My name is Matt Curcio, and we get calls every day from people like you looking to make their move in the South Jersey market, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 5 days or 5 months, give us a call, send us an email, or send us a text. All of our information is in the description below. So as I mentioned, we're going to share a bunch about Moorestown today. As you can see, we're downtown on Main Street, and we'll kind of show you around. We're going to drive you down the road, show you a little bit more here, then we're going to stop at a few neighborhoods. See you soon. All right, so we're here in Moorestown Hunt. This neighborhood was built mainly in the 90s, and square footage is ranging from 2,300 all the way to the high 3,000s. One active at 3,700 square feet, and that one's for $975,000. One under contract, $980,000 was the list price. That one was about 2,900 square feet. Solds are ranging anywhere from the 850s to all the way a little bit over $1 million. So beautiful neighborhood. And we'll show you down this street, and then we're going to drive you around, show you a bit more. All right, so we're here in Moorestown in Collins Park. The neighborhood was built mainly in the 1960s. Square footage is ranging from the low 2,000s to the low 3,000s. Sold anywhere from 400s to 700s. There's even one that was sold over $1 million. As you can see, they're big, beautiful homes. So it's really going to depend on, since the 60s, what's been done inside. So we're going to drive you around, show you a bunch more. All right, so we're here in Moorestown. We're in Laurel Creek. The neighborhood was built mainly in the 90s and the early 2000s. Square footage is anywhere from the low 3,000s to a little over 5,000 for most of the properties. There's one active at 4,500 square feet, and that's 1.349 million. Under contract, there is one at 1.25 million. That is 3,800 square feet. Solds are anywhere from 700s to over a million. There's also a subdivision called the Estates at Laurel Creek. There's two recent sales in there, 1.1 and 1.3. So as you can see, beautiful. You got golf course views. You can live on the golf course, and then big, beautiful homes. We're going to drive you around, show you a bit more. All right, so we're here in Moorestown. We are in Lenola. This area was primarily built from the 20s to all the way to the 60s. There's some smaller homes in here, anywhere from 700 square foot, and then some of the bigger ones will get into the 2000s. There's one active right now. That one's at 350,000. Sold are ranging anywhere from the 260s to the low 400s. It's really going to depend on what's been done inside, how many times they've been renovated over the years. So as you can see, beautiful, mature neighborhood. I'll show you down here. Tree-lined streets, and let's take you on a tour. All right, so we're here in Moorestown. We're at a stop in a neighborhood called Northwest Estates, primarily built in the 1980s and 1990s. Square footage is ranging anywhere from the 3,000s to over 7,000. One active property, 2.8 million, and that's over 8,000 square feet. One under contract, that's 1.5 million, and that home is over 4,000 square feet. Sold recently are ranging anywhere from 1.1 million to a little bit over 1.5. So as you can see, beautiful neighborhood, great streets. We're going to show you around. All right, so we're here at a stop in Moorestown. We are at Peachtree Point. The neighborhood was built in the 90s and early 2000s. There's one active right now that's 6,400 square feet, and that's listed at 2.9 million. Then there's one under contract, 1.7 million, and that one's about 8,000 square feet. Solds recently are ranging anywhere from 1.6 to 2.2, but obviously these are kind of elite homes, so we'll see. It'll depend on what's going on inside the home and the yards and the pools and all that stuff. So we're gonna drive you around, show you the area. All right, so here in Moorestown, we are at a neighborhood called Stanwick Glen, primarily built in the 60s and 70s. Square footage is ranging anywhere from the 1300s all the way to over 4,000. We have two active right now, one at 869, one at 875. Both of those are over 4,000 square feet. One under contract that was listed at 950, and that one was around 3,700 square feet. Solds are anywhere from low 500s to over $1 million. As you can see, beautiful tree-lined streets, mature neighborhood. We'll drive you around, show you some more. All right, so we're in Moorestown. We're in kind of the center of Moorestown in town center. So this area has the historic section, which was built in the 1700s and 1800s. A lot of it was built in the 1920s through 1960s. Square footage is going to be, a lot of the homes mainly are going to be, 1,000s to 2,000s. But there's some that are a little bit smaller, and then there's some that are over 10,000 square foot, like the one behind me I'm going to show you in a second. So active, we have one in the 400s, one over $1 million, over 1.8 around the corner. That one's about 6,300 square foot. Behind me here, there's one that is currently for sale for $4 million, and it's over 10,000 square feet. Sold are ranging anywhere from the high 300s all the way into the millions. So let's drive you around, show you the area. All right, we're at a stop here in Moorestown. This neighborhood is called Valley Stream. Primarily built in the 1950s, square footage is ranging anywhere from about 1300s to the mid 2000s. We have two under contract in here right now. One is 530, the other is 550. Solds are anywhere from 390 to in the 400s, 500s, and then there's two real high sales right now in the 6s and one a little over 900. So as you can see, mature development, tree-lined streets, beautiful area. So we'll drive you around, show you the rest. All right, so that concludes our tour today. We hope you enjoyed learning a bunch about all the different areas we showed you. So whether you're in the market to buy or sell in the South Jersey area or anywhere in New Jersey, we're happy to help. All our contact information is below in the description. See you again soon.